Thank you for joining us here at HockeyUs.com. Don't forget to go to our website, HockeyUs.com, sign up, become a member. It only takes 3 simple steps. You can help us rate the shin guard that you're seeing viewed here at HockeyUs.com today, or many of the products we have listed on our website. The shin guard that we're going to be showing you is the 195 Shin guard. Just for you guys so you know, it's a 16-inch senior shin guard, and it is weighed in at 719 grams. So it is actually a pretty nice lightweight shin guard. This is mimicked off the Bauer 190 Shin guard, just with a color graphic change this year. And one of the most improved changes that they have in here, as I'll show you, and I pretty much talked about this on the last video that we just did with the shoulder pads, the 195 shoulder pads. They have a removable liner in here, so which is really nice for a lot of guys that like to take care of their equipment. You can actually take this out, wash it, pop it in a washing machine. I would suggest not throwing it in a dryer, because a lot of these materials do have nylon and rayon and stuff like that in there, and with heat it does shrink up and shrivel, so you don't want to do that. I'll put this aside here. If you look on the inside of the knee, it's that Max Zorb. If you guys remember, just like I explained on the shoulder pads, this Max Zorb is not what they called it before in the Easton product, but in the old Z-Air shin guards, it was like black and yellow and orange, or red I should say. They had that inside the shin guard. Now Bauer looks like they put a little bit of a better bladder in there, and I do know on some of the older model Eastons, a lot of that stuff, the bladders either broke, dissipated, dried up. Some of them where I've seen in some stores where they had them around for a few years, it actually almost crystallized. So this looks like a different material that they're using in here with this Max Zorb, that and also, you know, the containment system that they have in there looks a lot thicker and a lot better. There's no movement with that Easton one. There was a little bit more of an air pocket in there, so I can imagine why, the reason why it dried out. Still with the same foams and stuff that they have listed in here. Again, this is a really nice shin guard. One of the points that I want to bring up here is I don't like, this is just my opinion, I don't like their strapping system. The straps just seem a little short, and this big strap here that goes around, it's a dual strapping system. This goes right around, and it happens to fall right where my calf muscle is. And I'm a stickler for putting tape below and above my calf muscle because I don't like any fatigue. To me, anytime you have a strap this size going around your calf muscle, you're going to get a lot of fatigue. You know, as you're skating, you're using your calf muscle, you know, in your extensions and all, as you're pushing off and striding, and that's what you don't want. You don't want anything to, you know, to go against your calf muscle. The other strap that they have here, again, because it is a two strap system that they have, is almost like a spandex material that they have in here, and that goes around and wraps around to the front here. Again, that actually was, for me, it was enough to wrap around, and it was comfortable, but I'm not really keen on using a lot of straps that come with shin guards. I like using tape myself. This one here, they're using still the same knee, which they did have some problems with cracking in this area here, where you can actually see you know, where the stitching comes down, and then also in this area here they had some cracking. Not a ton of them, but enough. And then this area here, this little plastic piece here sometimes used to break, so you might want to be aware of that. Again, this is the Bauer 195 Shin guard. You can find us located in a lot of your retailers. On the price of this here is about $105, so it is a little pricey, but they're hoping with this Max Zorb to gain a lot of respect from a lot of you know, hockey players. Now, one thing I will point out with this Max Zorb, hopefully with the Max Zorb that's in there, it'll dissipate some of that energy when you do fall down going underneath it. You won't have any problems with this, and that's what I think kind of Bauer's idea was. So again, this retails for about $105, and I'm going to rate this for you here today at HockeyUs.com. As far as comfort, I put this on my leg. It is a little narrow, so it felt like it wanted to hop away from my leg, so I'm going to give it a 4 for comfort. Somebody with a little bit of a thinner leg might have a little bit better luck than I did. Durability, I'm going to give it a 4, and the only reason why I'm going to give it a 4 is because, again, on some of these particular models, they're using the same knee system that they had on here before in a lot of the previous Bauers. Even on some of the Nike V12 shin guards, I think that's where they got this from. They did have problems with it cracking, so I'm going to give it a 4. Fit, I'm going to give it a 5 again because it comes in pretty much all your sizes, and we're talking fit as far as, you know, accessibility, getting your, you know, your right size. Flexibility, I'll give it a 5. It does have great movement that's in here. It's not real restrictive. Got great movement, so I'll give it a 5. Protection, I'll give it a 5. Again, with that Max Zorb and the foam that they're using in this, it is a great shin guard. 105, it is a little pricey, but we'll see where that brings us. Visual looks, again, I like the cool graphics that they brought out this year. They extended through the whole line of the Bauer 195, whether it's the shin guard, the elbow pad, or the shoulder pad. Weight, again, at 719 grams at a 16-inch. This is pretty light, and I gave that a 5 for weight. This is the Bauer 195 Shin guard seen here at Hockey Us. hockeyus.com.